They're not able to identify the alphabets. They're not able to retain what they have studied. You need to invoke multisensorial teaching techniques. This is a very, very powerful memory enhancement activity. Do it with your kid, you will see your child's memory has increased. Hello, everybody. Welcome once again. Rajni from Sashakt Empowering Lives. So, every week we bring you something or the other, the content on autism, effective autism parenting, living a happy, fulfilled life with a kid on the spectrum. So, in the same attempt, here is our video on this. So, guys, for all of you who are joining us first time here on this channel, my name is Rajni. I'm a special educator, now 17 years of work experience in the field, and some 15,000 plus students worldwide. And we bring autism awareness to parents. Also, a proud mother to a boy on the spectrum. He's 21 years old, independent, he's a graduate, and he's a working professional. And he stays away from us, not in the same house, because his place of work is another city. So, this was a small introduction about me. The tagline is autism is workable, which means I live and breathe this, that autism is workable and my child could do it, yours will also do it. So, what is today's topic? Today, we are going to talk about low memory. Lot of times people say my child is not able to retain or remember. So I've taught, but still they have forgotten. They're not able to identify the alphabets. They're not able to retain what they have studied. Yeah. So what to do with this? So guys, for children who have issues with retention and retrieval, memory, basically, you can't simply rely on the verbal said thing, okay, or on the seen thing. So if you suppose you pick up a flashcard and you say, Dekho bacha, this is A. Yeah, you say, look, this is A. So what is happening? You are giving a auditory input, okay, which the child's ears are taking in, and you're giving a visual input. So you're holding the alphabet, and the child is seeing it and hearing it, which is pretty much the same way as any other regular neurotypical. Unfortunately, sometimes that is not enough. Yeah, because you're showing the alphabet and you're saying the sound, it will evaporate. Yeah, in no time. What you need to do in this case is you need to invoke multisensorial teaching techniques, which means multisensorial means using multiple senses. So touch is another sense. Yeah. Visual, of course, is one. Smelling is one. So many things. Okay. So what you can do, you can involve other senses. How you can do? Now, use the sense of touch. You can use sandpaper. So take sandpaper, you will get it in any hardware store. Okay, I think it's 5 rupees a sheet or something. Just buy those, cut the alphabets in it, make the child touch the alphabet. It's a very rough texture, so the child can feel it. And then say A. So the child is using multi senses: eyes, touch, and hearing, auditory. Okay, then you can do various other things like kinesthetic. If your child is very high on jumping and all of that, so on the floor you will draw with a marker pen or a chalk, and you will ask the child to walk into it. So the brain is focusing on walking into the A like this. So when you show the alphabets, the brain has a lot more data rather than simply just a heard word which the brain has forgotten. Now you have included other senses also. So the child will look at the alphabets and say that is A, because you've done a lot with it. This is where the creativity comes in. Also, to further, this is for very, very small children. So to further enhance this, what you can do is you can play memory games with your child. Visual memory games, auditory memory games. How you can do? Take a tray, take a towel, put something in the tray, and anything, maybe a toy, a sharpener, something, a pencil, an eraser, anything, a copy. Put it in the tray and cover it with the towel and say what's in there. Now the child will immediately tell, yeah, because it's just one thing. You say, very good. You remove the towel and you put two things there. Yeah. Okay. So you have a sharpener and an eraser. Now the child, and you cover it. And the child, you ask the child, say what is in there. And child says, sharpener, eraser. So very good. Like this, you will see that around 4 objects, maybe 3 if the child is having major difficulties, or 4 if the child is too good. Around 5 objects the child will be able to tell. On the 6th object, the child will fumble. Yeah, because with every attempt you are increasing the number of objects that are covered and the child has to recall. This is a very, very powerful memory enhancement activity. Do it with your kid, you will see your child's memory has increased. Okay, because after all, memory is through the brain and brain is a muscle. So this is the exercise of the muscle. You are exercising the muscle of the brain. Another one is auditory processing. So you will say a couple things and you will ask the child to repeat, and you continue to increase saying, and the child repeats until the child can. After that, okay, now 6 items and now the child cannot repeat. So, I have to work on teaching 6 items at a stretch and then asking the kid to, give it back or say it. Yeah, like this. With practice, the child will grow from 6 to 7 to 8, so on and so forth. Okay. Another method is showing them a short story, okay, a cartoon story if they can understand, and then asking them, tell what happened. Yeah, and if this is for children who can say what they have seen, okay, there are very minor articulation issues, okay, not majorly, or maybe they don't have articulation issues, they can talk and they have a little bit of language. So these are few of the things. Also, you can do a lot of other things, like tell the child a message and ask the child to give the message to the father or grandmother or somebody. So the child has to retain it. So all of these attempts help the child to retain information and then give it back. So like this, when you practice different things, you will see your child's memory will begin to increase. Yeah. I hope you like the content. In case yes, give us a thumbs up. Yeah. Like, subscribe, share, tell your friends. And every Tuesday we do Instagram and YouTube live, where we share a lot of strategies and a whole host of other things. So don't forget to join that. That is an absolutely free of cost service. On Fridays, we do a webinar, the Autism Masterclass from 7 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Do join us there and learn more, because the more you learn autism, the better your child will get. On that note, I will see you next time, and may each kid win.